Not so Christian brothers. Hey, so it is two brothers who are not so Christian. I'm Colm Hayes.
I am Christian.
Well, you don't act Christian.
I do.
Do you go by moral Christianity?
I absolutely.
Do you?
Mm.
I doubt that somehow because of the business you're in and the clothes you're wearing.
Listen, Pete Hegseth was on the podium today reading from Scripture.
Of course he was.
At the end of his press conference.
Was he?
He literally said, we're just blowing everybody up, da-da-da-da, and here's a letter from
the Corinthians.
or something along those lines.
And they just sent it, or was it from a couple of thousand years ago?
He said, please don't bomb us.
What really annoys me, and I don't go to mass anymore, but somebody needs to come up with new letters. They're just all the same letters. It's like the letters from the Corinthians to, who were the Corinthians? They were banned, weren't they?
But I think the good thing about mass is just going somewhere once a week to just shut up, sit still, and be quiet.
I could think of better places than mass.
Where would you go to sit still and be quiet?
Solitary confinement in Mountjoy. I'd say it's better fun than mass. Because there's a geezer up on the stage just shouting at you all the time. Sorry, not Mountjoy, mass.
But there isn't Mountjoy, but he doesn't shout at you.
He expostulates or whatever he does. He postulates. He's trying to tell you what's right and wrong. Well, we can hear the heater now. So it is not so Christian brothers, and we are two brothers.
Same parents, different timelines, and united by chaos. Strap on, strap in, for the not so Christian brothers.
When's the last time you were at mass?
A few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, as our mother used to say in the old days, what was the sermon about?
yeah. Well, exactly. I remember that actually too well.
Yeah.
I used to pay people to tell us. But I do pray every day.
To who?
God.
Oh, okay. And how's that going?
It's doing me all right in the last 51 years.
Has he replied?
Constantly.
Really?
Yeah.
In what little ways? Little fluttery butterfly? Or Robin Redbreast?
I just feel that the direction of travel in my life is with divine intervention.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Jesus, that's sad. Because, there's an awful lot of people in the world would look at that and say, I'm here in a bombed out city, and that's not divine intervention. So why are you getting the good deal?
I'm not here to opine over somebody else's views on where they are in the world. I think if I was in a bombed out city, I'd probably pray more than I do right now. So
it's not helping, because then when you pray more, that's how they got your man. Did you see that? The Ayatollah, sorry, I know we'll jump in somewhere else. They got him through a prayer app. A prayer app.
But he wanted to die.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, so they're praying. If you're in the wrong city and you're on a prayer app, gabing gaboom, Pete Hegseth sends in a few tomahawks,
Yeah, I think there's a couple of billion people in the world who would disagree with you in the context of prayer.
Well, yeah, tell that to the other couple of billion people.
I don't sit here and criticize your. Well, I criticize.
You criticize everything about me.
Yeah, fairness.
I can hear you criticizing me down the corridor.
Well, the only thing I don't criticize about
he's
you.
He's turning into a priest. There's
is
no
your
judgment
atheism.
Here. It's not atheism.
What is it?
What's the other one?
Agnostic.
I'm an agnostic. I'm not sure.
Define the differences for me, please.
Atheism means I'm absolutely 100% sure that there is no God. So good luck to you. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes. I'm not going to go anywhere. Agnostic means when I hit and I get really sick at about 85, 86, I go, maybe there is a God. I'll make that decision. You know what I mean?
So
it's like if
you walked out across the street now and you got hit by a car.
Yeah.
It has to be a big car.
Yeah.
But you got hit by a car.
Yeah. Go with the bus.
A bus, yeah, right. So a big bus.
Tomahawk missile.
Big double-decker bus.
Yeah.
The Tomahawk missile thing is quite funny because Trump's said
stole one.
that the Iranians stole one of their missiles.
And hit their own school, yeah.
I mean, it's
I know, yeah.
Anyway, war, huh?
Okay, back to your points.
What is it good for? My point is you get hit by a bus out in the street.
Yeah.
And you're just...
on the edge.
On the edge, right? And then there's a priest walking by.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say, don't go near me now. I'm vulnerable. I know what you people are like. Don't let him touch me. Go ahead, sorry.
And after you've gone through that comedic charade at the side of the road for the entertainment of those people looking at you bleed out, would you go, just a quick last rites, just,
okay, here's the point.
Bish bash, get me upstairs?
No, in seriousness, what is the point of that stage? Like if there's an upstairs or downstairs, I'm going somewhere. So what is the point in trying to hedge your bets at that
Well,
stage?
the whole benefit
what
of
is
being
the
a
upstairs?
Catholic is that absolution's available at all times.
what is the
we can
upstairs?
atone whenever we want.
But what is the upstairs? Maybe I hate the upstairs. Maybe I don't want to be the upstairs.
But you definitely won't get in if you don't have a pass.
I don't want to get in, to be
So
honest.
you want to go to hell?
Some of my best friends are there.
Okay.
Do you
Interesting.
know what I mean? Some of the best people in the world are there. Guarantee you John Lennon's there. You know?
I don't know.
No,
I
it's
think-
a sort of frizzled version of him. Are we getting a question? Will we jump in?
Can I ask?
Sorry, and that was the introduction
Just
to
on-
Not So Christian Brothers.
Just on the back of that,
Oh.
are you drinking again or not? Because maybe are you drinking?
No, I'm off to
When,
drink.
in general?
In general, I'm not drinking anymore.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Will it affect you?
No, I find I'm funnier.
When?
Yeah,
But
I'm a more
so,
interesting to people.
Not drinking all the time.
I'm going to
or-
go for the whole. I'm going to go for it.
Oh, God.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that start?
Just this morning.
Okay. All right. Watch
thanks.
this space then.
The smell of
Thanks-
cynicism.
Thanks for
Okay,
the encouragement, guys. No, a couple of days ago. I'm not gonna.
talk about it because you'll fuck it up. Right, let's move on.
Because that's what I've done most of my life.
your
I
quest-
talk about it and I fuck it
Fuck it
up.
up, so just leave it alone.
Yeah.
So your question, well, you look rather good on it since this morning. So your question for today is, at what stage of your life, we're talking about life chapters, stage of your life, so you are the Christian Brothers,
Oh yeah.
were you happiest,
Oh,
do you think? Now, I
Jesus.
don't mean content or having good sex or happy with your kid. When were you actually feeling happiest in your lives?
Like, is it
Just say what it is.
is it a day? Is it a moment? Is it a
Was
week?
there a time in your
Is it-
life you're like, this is it, this is it?
I remember one of the happiest times of my life ever was driving to back after the day I was married with Anne in the car, and we were going to fly to the south of France the next day for our honeymoon. And I remember singing, still to this day, because I learned all the lyrics, but I'm not going to sing it here now. James Taylor, Fire and Rain. And something just hit me going, wow, everything is just perfect. It's brilliant. I am so happy. That's the last time. Well, that brought the room down, didn't it? No, but I just remember that as being a pinnacle, and where does it go from there? Yeah.
Thanks for that, Justin.
Just, you want to jump in there?
Yeah. So we're going. I just need to get past. What was that, like 1958?
Oh God, you don't stop, do you?
What year was it?
It was no. The only reference here to 1958 is the clothes that Justin's wearing at the moment. It was 1991. It was the Gulf War
I
One.
wasn't born. That's so sad.
Yeah, Gulf War One. Hey, we were going to Cyprus on our honeymoon, and we were told not to go because we might get bombed. So we had to change our honeymoon to go to the south of France because Cyprus was out of bounds.
It is quite close to the Middle East.
No, I have been happy, but that's just a moment, just as you said, that always
Yeah.
comes back to me.
Justin, do you have one?
Honestly, I feel pretty happy right now.
Thanks, Jay. It's me, isn't it? It's me with your bro.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know. I think at the moment I'm quite happy. Life is good. Touch wood. I don't know. I don't have like moments where I think, wow, that was absolutely incredible. I think I just really, I know this is like really lame, but I really appreciate here. So
But there's
Okay, I
high,
think
there's
Justin wins.
There's highs and lows. No, it's an interesting one. There are highs and lows, and I would always look back in my life and have the highs and the lows, like in career, in relationships, in family, and I do qualify my life. I really do by highs and lows, and it's really interesting that when I look back at everything that's happened to me over the last year or so, that when I look back over the last the first 4 years of Anne being diagnosed as cancer. This is bizarre, but maybe it's not. Other people might understand that. We reckoned it was the happiest 4 years of our marriage because you invest everything into it. Every day has to be, every next day has to be better than the previous day because you know you're counting down. So we did everything together. We spoke about everything. We were there for each other all the time. And I know it's weird to think that was the happiest 4 years previous to singing Fire and Rain in the car. But yeah.
You knew time was finite. Guys,
Yes.
I want to get you on the subject of male menopause, and you can carry on the show there because it's something that is a real buzzword at the moment. Like, do men go through menopause? Do they go through ups and downs with their hormones? Are they down in themselves? Because women definitely go through a period that's a bit sticky. So go on.
I think they do. I mean, I have these conversations with men And I do think men kind of like when you get into like 45, 46, your testosterone starts dropping off. And that has an impact in terms of your risk attitude and your joie de vivre in terms of what you want to do in life. So I do think it's there. And also I think it's osmosis as well, right? You know, if your wife is going through perimenopause or menopause and there's bubble and strife in the house and there's friction and stuff, I think that plays through as well. So I think there is an element of it.
Is it a bit of, they talk about the midlife crisis. Like, would that be sort of the male menopause,
Well, it tends to be more kind of like late 30s. So men tend to be, in that kind of anxious midlife crisis period is like 39, 40, 41. And then I think that menopause or menopause change in your hormone levels and stuff in your late 40s, it's not the same as the estrogen drop off that women encounter, but definitely it does happen.
I also think, now this is my theory and my theory alone, it might be just completely based on me, but I do think that men decide much later in life to take life seriously than women. Now, maybe because it's a maternal thing and the clock is ticking, but I think women grasp the meaning and purpose of life much earlier than men do.
I think that's definitely solely based on your childlike behavior, Peter Pan-esque ism.
On civic and social research. I just think that some men just sort of float around, and then sort of when they get to that 39, 40, they go, "Oh, I better take care of this. I better sort this out. I better do this." While I think women plot and plan better, and maybe it's because they know that they have time to get to the point. If they want to have family and have kids and have career, they have to chart it much more, rigorous than we do. Maybe, I don't know. I
think for men, it can often be at that stage in your life. There's young children in the house. You're not necessarily the most important thing in your partner's life anymore.
Yeah.
And as a consequence, you're like, why do I matter? Who needs me?
Yeah.
I think that tends to feed into that narrative heavily as well. So young children, not enough sex, and
the children are the focus, and the wife is completely focused on the children. And there's this bloke that comes in at 5:30 every day looking for his dinner.
Yeah.
And then he heads down at 7. I remember, no, I was never that guy because I never came in at 5:30. But I do remember maybe having a wobble in life in Paris when I was about 42 and I bought a pair of leather trousers.
Jeez.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That was around the time you were doing all those sunbeds as well.
No, it was past the sunbeds. The
A lot of
sunbed period.
sunbeds.
No, I did a few sunbeds in Westwood because it was actually, you were talking about where to go quiet. It was a lovely little capsule that you went into. It was really good. But when I brought the leather trousers home, Anne said, if you ever attempt to wear those in Ireland, it's over. If your midlife crisis is a pair of French leather pants, I think we're okay. But just don't wear them in Ireland. Now, I brought them with me.
Good advice. Yeah. So I do think it's a thing. I think it's a challenge, but I don't think we should paint it in any way as as problematic as the the nature of what women have to go through. But I do think
if
it's
I
an
hear
issue.
about what they have to go through again. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
I find in my 50s that you get better. Like you come over a bit of a hump and you become more content with who you are.
I do agree with you there. I think there is. Okay, so for men, it might be midlife, it might be menopause, it might be just dealing with life or getting your finger out. But I think there's a wobble in the middle, and then when you get to a certain age, well, for me, probably from 50 on, you get more content about life. You're okay with life. You're happier about the things you do. You're not as anxious or what am I going to do or where's this going to come from or how am I going to be in my career. You just become a little bit more content. I don't know, maybe that's like, as Terry is the only other man in the room, would you as the only other man in the room, would you have a midlife or
I want a Jaguar in my midlife crisis.
oh, just throw him in there to Mike for a minute.
So was that like
that the animal or the car?
from the zoo or what?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, so when I was small, I always loved Jaguar, the car
Yeah.
brand. And my midlife crisis was I went and bought a Jag, an E-Pace Jaguar.
What age were you?
just literally gone just under my 40. I only had the baby, so
There you go. Yeah.
what am I 44 now?
Oh, was it brand new?
But then you're technically kind of still in your midlife at the moment.
I'm still in my midlife crisis.
And the crisis is still.
No, it's over now. It's
Where's
done.
the Jag?
That was
It's
about
gone. I
that.
traded back in for a BMW.
And oh,
That's
God.
also kind of midlife for you.
No, it's not. No,
Well,
it's
no,
not,
his isn't a
it's
fancy
not,
BMW.
no.
No, his is more like I'd expect a woman to drive his car.
Oh God.
So, so were you forced to sell the Jag?
No. I just decided it was a beautiful machine. It was just an expensive one.
Okay.
Driving a Jag is like dating a woman that's like 10 times above your weight when you're punching. You know?
Oh, punching above your, not above your waist.
Not above your
Not
weight,
like a
just
big
punching above your weight.
woman.
Not a big lady. No,
No.
just punching above your weight.
Is that right? That's like that.
It's
Like
expensive. Like your tire blows out, it costs you $1,000.
But
That's. Are you still talking about the woman or the car? yeah. Is he talking about the woman or the car?
Definitely talking about the car.
Yeah,
the way you started that was like that. You know, it was like in the 90s. Was the comedy show? You know, driving a Jag is like dating a beautiful woman. You know, so there was a lot of sexual innuendo there.
Yeah, and that's jazz. yeah. So God knows what you think about driving a Mini, then, huh? If you use that, anyway. Where are we going now? Yeah. But yeah, I think the men do. I don't know why we call it the menopause. It's like, do you know what I hate most? I think women label us with this, right? Is they talk about the man flu. Oh, he's got the man flu. It's like it's some sort of crazy flu that's in your head that you don't actually have, and you whinge a lot, and you're looking for extra treatment.
But you are famous in our family for being a hypochondriac.
No, I'm just permanently sick.
Well, okay, there we go. With man flu.
No, I never have man flu. Sorry. Just to clarify as well, in the 40 to odd years that I've worked on radio, I've had 2 sick days. 2 sick. Hello. Terry, is that Rebecca? Or are you putting sound effects in?
Just breathing. Doing my nasal, my anal breathing.
Nasal breathing.
The anal breathing. That anal breathing is
That
working
was
out
my
well.
In through the
anal
ass and out through the ass.
Yeah, in through the nose, out through the ass. Yeah.
And sorry, just before we
Oh, wow,
were
here we
sitting
go.
down, because you're obviously your expert financial advice is sought
Yes.
from one end of the country to the other.
Absolutely.
You said something which I immediately latched onto because I'm excited to hear about this. You have a strategy for
I have a
for
strategy
investing in the
the
war.
war. Yeah. So, okay, there's the obvious investments that you should make, right, or not. But I've got a real deep dive into it. And obviously, petrol prices are going to go up and up and up. And anything associated with petrol prices are going to go up and up and up. Petrol prices. And I found that there is a product that 90% of the product is made from petrol. So I've invested into it and I've bought 2,000 pairs. Flip-flops.
Nice.
Flip-flops. Now, I may be able to sell them to RTE. They're always on the lookout for flip-flops. But flip-flops are basically made from petrol, right? Petroleum. And if you look at the price of flip-flops, I know this is boring.
Now, are we talking sliders or are we talking old school?
Old school.
flip-flops
No,
where
sliders,
the thing
no,
goes
no.
in between
the thing that went in
toes.
between your toes. That
Okay,
a lot
yeah,
of, so
yeah.
I have 2,000 pairs in blue. And the thing is that if you look, and this, I know this is weird, but the price of flip-flops has gone up by 50% in the last 5 weeks.
And I don't want to
Talking
like
about like the Havana type style.
Havana.
Havana.
So just think plastic, just think cheap and plastic, because it's all petroleum, guys. And you're going to laugh one day when I arrive here in your old Jag.
Bit like Western medicine, then, really, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Cheap and plastic.
Yeah.
but like just not to
I'm
not
here
to,
for questioning.
not to poke
Question
holes
me
in
about
that.
I'm the king of flip-flops.
The whole thing. But let's say petrol goes up to like, you know, $150, $160 a barrel and the world goes into a global recession.
Yep.
Is that the moment you believe people are going to think, do you know what I need right now?
Flip-flops.
All right. And based on
No, I'm clever in my purchase. I'm gonna move the stuff pretty fast, so I'll have it moved by the summer. So when people want to go seriously on holidays, and they will, just because they might think this is the last summer I'll go, what do they want?
Okay, nice. I put a massive bet on the price of oil by the end of March.
Did you?
But I think you're strategically thinking I mean, you're playing 4D chess, really, when I'm just,
You're
playing
just
around in
listening.
financial markets. Right?
I don't know why you're not ringing me about these things. But it's flip flops. I'm telling you guys, it's flip flops.
Okay.
So where would you put your money?
Well, I think as I said in the last episode, I do think more than ever right now people should have cash, right?
For flip flops.
For flip flops. Beware of a man purveying flip flops. But I do think people need to have cash. I definitely think the world is in bad place. So I put a big bet on oil being $180.
Did you actually?
Yeah. By the end of March, it's a bit of a risky bet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like it's extreme.
Well, hey, look at the flip flops. That's a bit of a risk, But
It is.
and will you make thousands out of it?
I'll do.
So
what-
you're betting on disaster like hedge funds. I'm betting on people wanting to go on holidays.
But predominantly focused on you benefiting because the price of flip flops have gone up on the back of a disaster, right? So
That's true. Actually,
it doesn't make you any better than me.
Footwear disaster.
Yeah, but I think look, like if you want to try and make money or balance your money, you've got to think about the realities of where the world is at the moment. And I think 3 months of cash to pay your bills, pay your mortgage, manage what goes on is important, because if petrol does go where I'm betting on it going, we're all in trouble.
But the thing is, and if it doesn't go where you think it's going, you're in trouble.
Yeah,
For the bet.
my bet's big,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
doesn't-
I'll be all right.
It's not as big as years ago when you bet on Spurs winning the league. And you nearly thought that, and then Leicester just came in.
That was so
the
close.
abuse he was giving us. But I mean, no, in serious, and we won't go down the war road. But there's always war. There's always a good, healthy war going on in the world at any stage. Sometimes it's a world war. Sometimes it's not. I mean, this will just. I mean, Trump needs to stop obviously invading countries. He's going to run out. But I mean, it's just going to. I'm not saying sort itself out, but I don't think we're going to plummet into World War III on this one anyway. Now, some would say we're in World War III.
Yeah, I think we're in World War III.
I don't think. I think we're in World War II.5.
Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of people who say that we're in World War III since they dropped the bomb on Nagasaki. They actually believe that's the point at which we started World War III.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's a problematic war. I think he's a problematic lunatic.
Man, yeah.
I think Hegseth's a lunatic. So I think all of that stuff is painful, and unfortunately, like, we all have to go through it and live with it. And I speak to a lot of Americans. Most of my days are talking to Americans, and
Well, you a tour guide?
yeah, I bring them around the pubs of Temple Bar.
College.
Yeah, oh, come and look at the pubs in Temple Bar.
Okay, brilliant.
But Americans are unhappy. But there's some of them who actually buy into this. I mean, I'd say I probably see a third of people who are up for this, and 2/3 who aren't. And I think it's upsetting.
There is a trait of their personality and parts of them that they love being the most powerful country in the world. And Trump said he was going to make America great again. They have the most spectacularly brilliant military, from, they bombed that Iranian thing the other day with a torpedo. The first time they've used a torpedo since 1945 successfully. But they have this machine that's just ridiculous. Like, there's no other country in the world could take them on. And I think that there's certain Americans who, the price of eggs might be going up and the price of mortgages and whatever, but they can say, we are the most powerful country in the world. Not that it means a damn thing to them living in Idaho, but they're able to boast. Like, what can we boast about? Do you know what I'm saying? It gives them a certain national pride, even though that national pride involves bombing schools in a part of the world that you probably don't even know where it exists. But they're able to thump their chest and head down to the pub and fly their flag,
Yeah, and I think that works at the moment. But I think, roll on, 2 weeks' time, if gas is over $3 a gallon, then it's over, right? And I think
What's over?
Well,
that was very quick.
Trump. I think
Trump or the war or the world?
hopefully.
Do you think Trump is over if gas goes up?
Yeah, I think it's a big problem.
Like, they'll just drag him down. He's just gone. But he can't just go.
Well, but he's a lame duck president anyway, right? So it's just whether or not they lose the midterms. I think they will.
Yeah.
I think gas is a problem. I think he's a problem. But yeah, look, I think in terms of where we talk about and where we look at, what you do with your money and all that kind of good stuff, I think you just got to be smart right now that if if things escalated, like if the Hormuz thing closed down properly, if there's real conflict to come, then we are in a difficult situation.
You think I'm in the shits then? Because my 2,000 pairs of flip flops are coming from Temu. Everybody, like, subscribe, click, leave a comment, and if you pop over to my own personal email, there's a sale on flip flops. We'll talk to you possibly on the after show. And half price for one-legged people. You get the flop.